Hey guys, Nikki here and welcome back to my home kitchen. So I had a whole lot of fenugreek leaves and I had some ground beef and I decided, what can I make with this? So for today's recipe, I'm going to be doing a Methi Kofta curry, or in other words, a Fenugreek Meatball curry. So let's get started with the ingredients. So for the ingredients, I've got 1 onion finely chopped, 5 cloves of garlic finely chopped, 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 bunches of Methi or fenugreek leaves, finely chopped as well. And for the spices, I've got 1.5 teaspoons of cumin powder, 2.5 teaspoons of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. So we've got 2 more ingredients to add to the meatballs. I've got 3 tablespoons here of breadcrumbs and 1 egg. Now for the curry, I've got 1 large onion which I have finely sliced, 1 cup of chopped tomato, 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste, and for the spices I've got 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of Kitchen King masala, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri chili powder. So we're going to start by making the meatballs. I'm going to take a medium-sized bowl here, and to that I'm going to add in the ground beef and the methi. Also going to add in the onions, the garlic, the breadcrumbs, the egg, and finally all the spices. So I'm just going to go in here with my hands and give this mixture a good mix here. So it's all well combined, and then we're going to make meatballs out of it. So our meatball mixture is ready, and we are gonna start by making up meatballs here before we get the curry going. So we're just gonna take a little bit of meat here and we're just gonna roll it out into a ball here the size of a golf ball, just like that. And just gonna do another one here. Just swirl it around in the palm of your hand, and the size of a golf ball, just like that. So our meatballs are ready, just got a couple more to go, and then we're gonna get started with the next process of the cooking. So I have taken a pan here now, and I'm gonna add a couple of tablespoons of oil. Just gonna let that heat up for a few seconds here. And to this I'm gonna add in the onions. And we're going to fry this for a few minutes till they go lightly brown. Our onions have started to get lightly brown here, so now I'm going to add in the ginger and garlic paste. And we're going to let this fry for another 3 or 4 minutes. Till we no longer get the raw smell of the ginger garlic paste. Our ginger and garlic paste has been frying for a few minutes now, so I'm going to add in all the spices. And we're going to cook this for about 5 more minutes. At this point, I'm just going to add in a little bit of water so our spices don't stick to the pan. And we're just going to fry this here for about 5 minutes. Our spice mixture has been cooking now for 5 minutes. Next, we're going to add in the tomatoes. And we're going to cook this till the tomatoes disintegrate. Our tomatoes have started disintegrating, so at this point I'm just going to add in a little bit of water. And we're going to let this cook for another few more minutes. Our tomatoes have disintegrated, and as you can see, the oil has started to separate here from the spice mixture. I'm just going to add in another cup of water at this point. Give this a good mix. And now I'm going to drop in the meatballs here gently, just to make sure they don't break. So now we've added all the meatballs. Just gonna give this a gentle shake like that. I'm gonna let this cook for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna give it another shake. Our meatballs have been cooking now for about 2 or 3 minutes, so I'm just gonna give it another shake here, just to make sure they don't break. And we're gonna just stir periodically, and we're gonna let this cook for about 25 to 30 minutes, and then we're done. Our meatballs here have been cooking for about 7 to 10 minutes, and now I'm just gonna add in a little bit more water here. And once we're done cooking, we're just gonna garnish with some coriander and enjoy this with some nice white steamed rice. Our curry has been cooking now for about 30 minutes, and we're just gonna turn off the stove, and we are gonna garnish with a little bit of coriander here. And our Methi meatball curry is ready to be served. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you again next week with another recipe. Bye guys!